Hello, I'm David Gerard and this is Pivot to AI, coming to you daily. Today, everyone loves those guys who walk around with camera glasses, creepshotting everyone and everything around them, right? Guess what? You need those AI glasses or you'll be left behind in some unspecified way. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg has long been completely out of ideas. Meta makes a frickin' bundle from selling ads on Facebook and Instagram, and its numbers for second quarter 2025 were really good. But that's all selling ads on social networks that have reached saturation point. Where do you go from there? Last time Zuckerberg tried having an idea, he was convinced the metaverse was the future. Virtual reality world. He changed the name of the company from Facebook to Meta. The metaverse only made sense if you'd never heard of the hype around Second Life in the late 2000s, which was from a lot of the same tech journalists who later hyped up the metaverse and pretended Second Life never happened. The metaverse idea also hooked into the Web3 cryptocurrency scam in weird ways. In no surprise to normal people who aren't idiots, none of this took off, and Facebook, now Meta, blew $37 billion with a B dollars on this rubbish for really not much output. By the way, Second Life is alive and well. It's tiny, but it's sustainable. And it did not even try to join in the venture capitalists' failed attempt at a metaverse bubble. Zuckerberg is now trying to have ideas again. With AI, Meta has so much money they can just blow it on trash. Zuckerberg has the controlling interest in Meta, so he can't be fired. He can just do stuff. Today's stuff is a bit AI, a bit metaverse. Zuckerberg is now pushing his AI Ray-Bans super hard. He said during the second quarter earnings call.
And I continue to think that glasses are basically going to be the ideal form factor for AI, because you can let an AI see what you see throughout the day, hear what you hear, talk to you. And I think in the future, if you don't have glasses that have AI or some way to interact with AI, I think you're kind of similarly probably be at a pretty significant cognitive disadvantage compared to other people and who you're working with or competing against.
The Meta AI glasses are made by the Reality Labs division, which is still setting money on fire for the Metaverse project. So Zuckerberg really wants to justify still throwing money on the Metaverse bonfire by saying it's actually AI. Really, trust me, bro. Zuckerberg's claim about the glasses doesn't survive thinking about it for 2 seconds. If I don't outsource my brain to a llama chatbot in a cognitive forehead strap-on, I'll fall behind. So all I need to do then is put the glasses on, right? If they actually work so well, which they don't so far. Or will they argue if the glasses don't transform my life? I must be wearing them wrong. It's not like I need to go to an AI boot camp to learn how to wear glasses, right? Maybe I'll just end up looking like some sort of socially incompetent dumbass who actually just wants to creepshot everyone around me. You might remember, in 2014, Google was pushing Google Glass, worn by tech creepshotters whose idea of consent is yes or maybe later. It turns out normal people weren't gonna put up with that sort of thing. One of the Google Glassholes who insisted on filming people with these glasses after they told her not to, called it a hate crime when they ripped the glasses off her face for casually filming people without asking. One journalist, Kyle Russell from Business Insider, used the Google glasses to film a protest against a Google executive landlord for evicting his tenants. What a use case. And someone ripped the glasses off his face and destroyed them. Here's a video. Mr. Russell sounds strangely confused at the idea of experiencing a social consequence for being an arse in really obvious ways in public.
picture shows Business Insider reporter Kyle Russell wearing Google Glass a few hours before he says they were ripped off his face by a woman who afterwards smashed them to the ground.
The way the person said glass when they pulled it from my face, and also the flourish with which they destroyed glass, made me suspect that it was about the device itself, not so much about getting it to sell it. It was more of a, I want to destroy this thing.
He says it happened shortly after turning this corner on Valencia to 16th Street. Earlier, he and his editor had been covering this protest against a Google executive who is in the process of evicting his tenants.
The idea of sudden public consequences for wearing spy glasses in public put even the horrible tech nerd creeps off the things. Google Glass was discontinued in early 2015. I'm sure there are already very dumb commenters just lining up to post their possible use cases for Google Glass and for the Meta AI Ray-Bans. But these alleged other non-creepshot use cases already failed to keep Google Glass alive, and I predict they won't be enough to keep Meta AI Ray-Bans alive. I am certainly not advocating violence here. We don't do that. I am saying we should expect violence to happen to any tech creep who takes these things out in public based on the past behavior of the public, because it turns out normal people really do not like this sort of thing, and I really doubt the public image of tech bros has improved since 2014. So have fun out there with your public pariah glasses. If you get just strong words, count yourself very lucky. Thanks for tuning in to Pivot to AI. If you found this episode useful, please forward it to just one other person. Spread the word. Please hit like, hit subscribe, leave a podcast review, and if you can spare just $5 a month to put into the Patreon in the show notes below, it helps a lot. Thank you all. See you tomorrow, and bye for now.